Agashe.
아저씨 이게 뭐야?
안녕.
So today, Running Man episode 475. So if you guys like this video, hit thumbs up and subscribe.
And always remember to ring that bell for notifications so whenever we post up a video, you guys get it first.
So in today's episode, our guest is Hong Kyung-hee and Park Jin-hyun, and they're invited because they are the most popular gag woman and actress. And for today's race is called Let's Eat with Greedy Pigs. So there are 2 greedy pigs among the members, everyone, and they have to find the greedy pigs. But before we get to that, there are a little mission for the beginning to win some chance card. So as of 2 weeks ago with the bioterrorist mission, Kim Jong-kook and Haha won, and they get to pick 2 people who will not get penalized, and they picked Suk-jin and Kwang, which they did not show any of this, and then they showed it.
That was a surprise. I didn't think they were going to save those 2 guys.
So they showed it this week. So we got Jae-soo, Seolmin, Ji-hyo, and Sep dressed up as the pretty much getting the chance card in the beginning, the first mission in a way, to get your chance card. So they get to dress up in these costumes and they have to hide, and the other members along with the guests has 30 minutes to find them. And if they find them and rip their chance card, then you obtain a chance card. But if they cannot find your chance card, then you get to keep your chance card. So if the members that are looking for, like the other members that are dressed up, they can only obtain 2 name tags from 2 people. So they have a bunch of name tags on them. But there's a chance card hidden in one only. So we got Jae-suk, who is a Yuma, which is a llama. And then we got Ji-hyo, who is Angry Bird.
Yeah, because that's her signature.
Yeah. And then we got Seolmin, who is a minion. And then we got Sep, who is Ursula from Little Mermaid, the octopus. So they all get dressed up and everything.
The llama one.
And so after they get dressed up, they have to go and hide so the other members can find them. And the other members are just kind of like, okay, you know, we have to go find them. So they start running around and everything like that, looking for them. And then they got all Ji-hyo, Sep, and Seolmin.
Yes.
And they found them, and Haha obtained 2 chance cards from there, and Hyun obtained 1. And the only person left is Jae-suk, and they have like a minute before the time runs out, and they can't find Jae-suk anywhere. He had hid under these bush, like these trees and bush. And so Conceal is tall, he's running around, and he sees Jae-suk, and he kind of panicked because he thought it was a real llama, but it was Jae-suk inside.
He got confused.
And then he chased Jae-suk down, and he gets, because he's the first person who found Jae-suk, he gets to rip 2 name tag. And so he rips the name tag on Jae-suk's feet and back, and then there was no chance card, and the game has ended, the first mission. And they showed previously, after they finished getting dressed, they get to hide their chance card among them, and the body of Jae-suk's llama, the extra 2 legs behind, the stomach, someone put the chance card under the stomach, so it was not showing. And then the name tag, like he had like a name tag here, his 2 legs, his back, and on the butt of the llama, but there's another one underneath the llama.
I think Jae-suk was also very smart that he realized that there wasn't a lot of time left. So Jae-suk actually did a lot of talking and gibberish to get Kwang-soo to respond.
Yeah.
And that like made Kwang-soo waste 30 seconds.
Yeah, and then
whereas Kwang-soo could have just rip, done. Jae-suk was like, "Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" And then like he waited. Yeah, so that was actually very smart.
He also tricked Kwang-soo into like, "Oh, rip this one instead," you know. And so it got Kwang-soo to kind of like wander and look at other name tags and all stuff like that, and avoid looking under the stomach of the llama.
Because I think Kwang-soo was there, Kim Jong-kook was there,
All the
Suk-jin
guys
was there.
were there.
Yeah, so Kim Jong-kook probably would have looked under.
Yeah. So because they cannot get Jesus, they didn't get Jesus' chance card. He gets to keep his own chance card, and so now they are told. That's when they're told there's 2 greedy pigs among them, and the greedy pigs' missions are not to eat throughout the remaining other missions that they have to complete.
Yes.
Yeah, and so. Throughout the missions they're gonna go eat gourmet food and all this stuff like that at 3 different locations. They're gonna play games, and only certain people who wins get to eat. The people who gets the chance card gets to use it to get a bite of the food. So you get to use your chance card, or you could give it away to someone else. And then but the thing is that everybody knows that the mission for the greedy pigs is the greedy pigs cannot eat. Therefore, it gets everybody to be like, okay, let's pay attention to who doesn't eat throughout these missions.
Right.
Yeah.
And if they do eat, then the PDs announce how many members of the greedy pigs are actually among the people who are eating. So if you are among them, they'll say like 1 or maybe 2.
Yeah. So they go to the first mission, which is called Conceal Your Lips, and they get to eat octopus there, and it's like covering your teeth, and then you have to say a certain food, and the other person cannot laugh showing their teeth or smiling showing their teeth. So they started doing that, and Ji-hyun was like, they call her the grandma of Netherlands, and she was just like killing them.
She surprisingly, like, her lips can go literally all the way in
and cover everything. Yeah. And like, you know, during that first time, like, Soman smiled, and like she just like, oh, I didn't understand that we can't smile at all. So she was out immediately, and everybody's just like, what the hell, you know? And then after playing that, you know, they get to there's only 2 people who can eat, so it ended up being who was it that ended up eating?
It ended up being
Ji-hyun,
her,
and Seb, and then Haha used his chance card.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's how I got to eat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was the 3 of them who ate, and then they move on to the second mission, which is called Call My Name, and they get to eat Italian food with crabs and stuff like that. And so it's that game that they previously played where they stick someone else's name on top there, a character, a person, and you have to ask the opposite team to kind of give you hints so you figure it out. Sadly, we did not record any reactions for that. It was so hilarious on Sechan's.
We almost died.
Sechan's segment. If you guys have not seen it, do go check it out. It's hilarious. Sechan. I forgot who he got. I can't say.
He got Gothman Buddha.
Yeah.
He got the Buddha, essentially. Yeah. The original Buddha.
And like he goes, is this an advanced word that I know? And they're like, it is an advanced word. And so he kept asking questions. He was going the correct route, but he couldn't just like, he didn't know it was that exact one. Like, he said it was a deity. He said it was Jesus. He said this other monk, and he was going that route. But
he literally went from a god to Korean monk to Jesus to Gandhi to
that's it.
Yeah, and then he went to Gandhi, and then he just like gave up.
He just gave up, and like they're making fun of him that one side of his brain is developed and the other side collapsed.
It's constant suggestion, man.
It's that one side is dead and one side is working, and he exploded. But it was a hilarious segment.
He threw his hammer.
So, and that one, what is it? Jae-soo, Kwang-soo, Hyun-hee, and Suk-jin.
And Kim Ji-hoon.
No, Kim Ji-hoon didn't eat.
Oh, that's right, because it was only 4 members.
Yeah. So the 4 of them ate, and the PD announced there is a pig among them. There wasn't one earlier when it was Sechan, Haha, and Ji-hyun. So there is a pig among the 4 of them. So everybody's just like suspicious, thinking who's the pig now, because there's only one among them, and the pig is eating. And so now they go on to the 3rd mission, and it is called Catching Water While Lying Down. And it's what we saw in the preview where they're passing waters on the tray. Yeah. And so there's a total of 10 of them. So they split up into 2 groups. And this time they're eating Chinese food. Yeah, and so only one person
is
can
getting to eat.
Yeah. So they were passing, water among them and everything. And like, Sukjin keeps blaming Ji-hyo that it's her fault. That's why the water is spilling. But when you really look at it, Sukjin didn't want it to spill on himself.
Yeah, he didn't want to touch it because it was cold water.
Yeah, and he kept tilting it.
He was like holding on one side only, so the other side was like too heavy.
Yeah, so he's tilting, and the water kept spilling out. And so he keeps blaming it that it's Ji-hyo, so which it got Ji-hyo very, very suspicious that it was Ji-hyo. And then when it got to the other team, So-min kept spilling every single...
It was intentional.
It was intentional. Honestly, at this point...
You could totally tell.
You could totally tell it was So-min. Ahjuxue and I, we actually guessed who it was, and I said it was So-min and Ji-hyo. Ahjuxue said it was So-min and... Jae-soo. And so we were sure that it was So-min, because she was like, it's impossible that she would mess up like that, you know?
And throughout the episode, So-min kept like bringing up the Seb and her relationship type of thing to draw attention away from the members of thinking about that she had kept failing all the missions and like in a really bad way. And so it was actually a smart thing she did, because she did that and it made the members totally forget about she could be one of the people.
Yeah, but she was so suspicious. Every time the water gets to her, she kept spilling
she would lift up her knee and then spill
water tilt
forward out.
Yeah. And so she kept doing that, and they got very suspicious to Jae-soo, because Jae-soo's the last person to just pour it in the bowl, and he kept spilling it. And, oh, excuse me. And Conceal's just like, hell, why do you keep spilling the water, you know? So it got very suspicious. And so because for this round, they played the game of wits, and like throughout they played the game of wits at every mission, and it's to see how many numbers of people can eat.
Yes.
So that's why there's only like 3 in the first one, 2 in the first one, and you can use your chance card and all that stuff like that. So this last round, they only get 1 person who gets to eat, and the people who has their chance card has to use it. So they pick Ji-hyo because they find Ji-hyo the most suspicious. So Ji-hyo has to eat the food, and then Hyun-hee used her chance card, and Jae-soo used his chance card. And so when they put those 3 together, the PD also revealed that one of them is a pig. And it made everybody thinky, because previously Hyun-hee and Jae-soo was also eating, and there was a pig among them in the previous group. And so now it's still with them, but it made them go, it has to be Kwang-soo and Ji-hyo, because previously Kwang-soo was eating. So Kwang-soo's the other pig.
And they always suspect Kwang-soo, because Kwang-soo gives off that vibe.
Yeah.
Hey.
And so they said this round, it's the other pig, which is Ji-hyo. So it got to the final where they have to vote who is the pig, and everybody vote for Kwang-soo and Ji-hyo, except for Ji-hyo and Ji-hyo. They're the only 2 who voted for So-min and Hyun-hee. They voted that it was the other girls, and then when it got revealed, it was not Ji-hyo and Kwang-soo who are the pigs. It was actually So-min and Hyun-hee who are the pig, that Ji-hyo and Ji-hyun voted correctly. So because they won, that's why So-min did not eat at all, and that's why Hyun-hee was not happy when she won the chance card in the first place. She didn't want to use it because she can't eat, you know? And so they won because they won. 1 pig survived throughout all of it, which is So-min. They won. They get to pick 2 people to get penalized to go wash cars. So they're like, we need someone who's tall. So immediately hands it to Kwang-soo. And Kwang-soo goes, oh, if you guys want someone tall,
you need someone
strong. They're like, okay. So they sent Kim Jae-kook and Kwang-soo to go wash cars. And within 5 minutes, these 2, Kwang-soo started splashing water at Kim Jae-kook, and those 2 end up not washing the car.
No, they washed it.
But they were drenched wet.
They washed it, but they washed themselves too.
So they finished that. So
they got so bad that the guy had to make them stop.
I know, because
Kwang-soo threw his gun down.
He threw it down and he changed it. Kwang-soo,
Kim Jae-kook started spraying like at him.
Yeah, so those 2, they don't go together. But next week, we have episode 476, and it is titled Mysterious Animal Farm. It's another Animal
Kingdom.
So we have some returning guests who are joining them, which is Gokju and Hana. And then we also have Hyuna and Sihyung joining them. So it seems like it's they titled it the Animal Team and the Prohibited Animal Team. Prohibited Animal Team.
So, prohibited.
Yeah, so
they're not allowed to be.
They're not allowed to be. So there's 2 of them, and they have to find.
You and the fake.
They have to find them. So it's another animal race of animal kingdom and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they already showed us that Kinjuku and Kwangsu don't trust each other, or they're already.
They never trust each other.
But yeah, there's not much to say besides it's the eating episode. It was short and straightforward, and there's not much to it.
We definitely recommend you guys to watch it. It's, most of the time, the eating episodes are always split up the members into different groups and send them all over the place. This time, they're all together, so it was really fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's actually nice to just see them together and doing missions together. Yeah, a lot. But yeah, that is it, and there is reactions after this, which you guys will see. We don't get any penalties this week because we both voted.
Both got one person
right. So we'll figure it out next week to see who's gonna get punished for picking who's the prohibited animal and everything like that. But that is it for today, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.
그렇게 왔어. 야, 수춘 형이 와! 어떻게 잡으라고? 그렇게 잡으면 안 된다고. 자, 이분경과 쉽지 않아.
It's so mean.
So obvious.
What if it's so mean to you? The 2 girls.
Self-sacrifice. He sacrificed.
그런 모습 왜 너 그렇게 사는 거야?
Why do you live that way?
너가 왜 사람을 그렇게 의심하게 만들어? 너 알지? 나 기억을 되짚어보면 나 우편에서 가만히 서 있는데 옆을 보니까 형이
Even at the end of the show.
너가 날 이렇게 만들어. 오늘 형 솔직히 나 말고 다른 사람 의심해본 적 있어? 아니? 없었어. 자, 사인 안 그러면 깨끗하게.
No. Don't do it. You're not supposed to.
왜? 아파?
Yeah. Why do you think they're standing that far? Ah,